Okay, so I am putting on a big event. One of the biggest events that I put on that I've put on in a while. Okay, so what's really important is we can tie it back to astrology. Okay, my 11th house, which is your house of like connections and like tribes and people and community and social things, is split with Gemini energy along with my 10th house, which is like your career house, what people know you for, like what you put your effort and energy into, what you build. It's in Gemini, right? So it's like my 10th and 11th house. So my house of work and my house of social society, like how I move in society, how I show up in society. That is Gemini energy, okay? Gemini energy is the sign of duality. It's a sign of being curious, playful, just imaginative, and being able to like jump from one thing to another, have multiple interests, and actually like really get involved in those things. Not just like on the surface, but really like get to know how to do things. Gemini is an air sign, so it's all about the mind, and it's a mutable sign, so it's flexible. It knows how to shift and pivot, it knows how to adjust. And so for me, a lot of people have known me from different aspects of life, right? Like I'm 37 years old, about to be 38. Oh, Lord help me. But I started after I finished college with a psych degree. I went into makeup and I was literally like doing makeup on independent films and music videos. And I had a goal and I was like, I want to be this, did it, whatever. Moving on. Then classic Saturn return vibes hit, okay? What am I doing? Who am I? WTF. So that is when event production found me, but it found me through music. I love music. I got on a fucking Wiz and Snoop fucking tour hoodie right now, just off randomness, right? Music is something that is so near and dear to me, but like I'm not musically inclined. I just like going to shows. I just like being a fan. But then I found event production through the music industry, and I was like, yo, this shit's fire. It allows my Virgo to like get things organized, execute, get all the details. And it also allows my Leo rising to like become a leader and like, take something and bring it into life, right? And it's exciting for me and it's creative. And then with that Gemini energy in my 11th house, and 10th, right? I'm meeting people, I'm connecting with people, and that's the thing. I be connecting with people, but Gemini energy is mutable. So it's going to change. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, right? Like that kind of vibes when it comes to my interests and what I want to be, where I want to be putting my energy, okay? And how I want to show up and what I am emphasizing I care about, right? Everything that I do, I love. But my interest shifts and changes based on where I am, who I'm around, in the sense of like where environments do I feel comfortable in now? Where do I like to like show up because it feels more like me? Like that's how I'm always moving, and that changes, and we all should change, but just specifically for me, my energy is very mutable, right? In that regard, especially when it comes to career and like social circles, right? Because of the astrology aspects in my chart. So with event production, loved it, right? I've met some of my most favorite freaking human beings from that whole part of my life. And most people that know me from like music shit, right? Working with independent artists, working at festivals, working at concerts, like doing cool music shit, which I fucking love doing. But just like with the makeup thing, it got to a point where it just wasn't reflecting, right, who I was at that time anymore, especially with all the politics and all the like schmoozy energy that comes with social circles and groups and cliques and industries, it rubs me the wrong way after a while. And then I'm like, this doesn't really fit with me anymore. So then that brings me to something that I've always, like, on in the background, I've been reading tarot for 13 years now, as of July 2026. So I have had this skill, talent, gift, whatever you want to call it, interest. I learned all about tarot on my own, along with some mentoring and just like as much information that I can get. And to be, a student, and then now able to be like a teacher in that, and then be a professional in that field. So tarot is like, it is like my thing, right? But event production is also my thing because it scratches an itch that tarot is not going to scratch, because it allows me to be creative and to use all my other skills that didn't go anywhere. It's just like my social circle, right? Or where my interests has shifted. But like, I am still that person that loves music, that loves connecting people, that loves learning, that is passionate. It's just that like now where I am, I'm wanting to like bring my passions together in a new way. And so with Mystic Moon Night Owl, I've been doing smaller events, but this is like more along the lines of me marrying those two worlds together, which has always been my goal. Okay, I always wanted to have like a festival of sorts, or this idea of like an event that can really grow with the base of spirituality, right? Because spirituality is so diverse and it looks so different, and it's also really fun, and it brings out a freedom and a liberation in people, and there's so much creativity you can do with it. It doesn't have to fit in a box, and you can approach it in a way that is in alignment with your true self. And so Arcana is literally that brain baby of mine, like my creative brain outside of me. And now with Mystic Moon, now I have the avenue to like create an event around that creativity that is aligned with like my true like soul, right? And both of those things are part of who I am. And so this event is so much more than me just like trying to get a money grab or whatever, even though it is my livelihood. So I do need it to sustain my life. Like, that's the other crazy part. Like, everything that I do is because I need money, because we live on earth. So you're supposed to be using your spiritual gifts to make money. Seed of the soul, spiritual capitalism, it's a thing. So to like divorce that is being naive, but that's another conversation. My point being is, I work diligently to do every single thing that I do, right? Like everything that I do. And I want to take y'all more behind the scenes with that, because I think that the effort and the talent and the skill and the professionalism that I have as an event producer is not something that is usually seen, because you just see the end product or you see the flyer or whatever, but you don't see like how much of me goes into all of this, and how much ideation and how much collaboration. And so I want to talk about that more, because I'm equally passionate about event production as I am tarot. They're different, but they're me, right? And that's that mutability full circle about my Gemini energy, like in my 10th house of career and reputation, and then in my 11th house of like social circles and groups and like how I relate to the collective. So yeah, I just realized with Mystic Moon, this is not just some random event that I'm putting on. It is a dream that I have been cultivating for years. And I am so excited to do this, but like I wanted to actually like express that, like, bruh, this means a lot to me. This isn't just some bullshit. This is me like really showing up and really existing in my truth and creating from a place of my soul, as well as like my artistry, and it's me, right? And so I just felt like sharing that. I want to show more behind the scenes, and of course I want y'all to come and see the production on July 31st. But let's get to it. Let's get into this just in general. Like, I'm here to fucking do shit, y'all. So Let's get her done.